Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar titled "The Invisible Shield: How Security Protects Us Every Day on Daily Basis," organized by Adria, Southeast Europe Roadshow. As Pier Paolo mentioned in our rehearsals, this webinar is sort of sequels of what you were discussing through the Southeast Europe Roadshow. I would also like to greet and thank to our audience for coming. My name is Orhan Hadžagić, and I'm pleased to moderate today's discussion on behalf of INS Adria, while much of my work actually uh, focuses on the security landscape in the Middle East, where I work as a web editor. Today we will take a broader look how security technologies quietly but surely shape and protect our environment today. From critical infrastructure to public spaces, businesses, homes, and digital systems. Here today we have representatives for XPR, FLIR Systems, Mercury, AI, hopefully. Nicola's not here yet, Ultravision, and finally Synology. Together, we plan to explore security solutions and becoming more, how they are becoming more intelligent, more integrated, and increasingly invisible. Each of one the speakers should briefly make an intro, and so we can move to your presentations if you have, and having in mind questions that I provided you earlier, and I will read it to you and ask them. I will be free to remind each speaker to wrap up just 1 minute prior to your time expiration. So thank you for joining, and if there's no other questions, and if we have no technical problems, since it goes smoothly so far, we can move on. And the first speaker is Angel Andevsky from XPR, and he will present us his company and himself, and tell us why XPR is relevant as a brand. Please.
Thank you. Hello, Adria. Thank you for organizing this webinar. Thank you for the audience. I'm Angel Andevsky from XPR Group, sales manager for Southeast Europe. What can I say? This year, as XPR, we celebrate 40 years. We develop and produce everything on the market. Today, I will like to present you our new inventions, new readers, shortly how we solve your problems, how can we solve your problems, etc. Firstly, I would like to present our new line of readers. That's X-Smarts and X-Pro readers, which are multi-technology readers that you can easily integrate into your existing systems. Why? I mentioned that these readers are multi-technology. They can communicate through Vigant, RS485, OSDP protocol, and CCCP protocol. That's the new protocol. The readers are very easy to configure through free app that we provide. You can download it on our website. More about the technologies of our readers. They can be only RFID combined with keypad, NFC, Bluetooth. We have also for time attendance or for counter readers with display. And from this side, we have X-Pro line. which is the newest line of XPR. There is more technology in X Pro than X Smart, which is we have combined reader with RFID, keypad, QR code, Bluetooth, NFC. Also, they can read every type of card, let's say 125 kilohertz or all type of MIFARE cards, even the bank cards we can read, which was latest innovation. And also, I want to mention our latest app. I think you can see it. This is XPR Virtual Card, which is free app for Android and iOS. You can download it on App Store or in Google Play. With every download, you get one free card. And after that, if you want more cards, let's say more buildings, home, etc., etc., you can buy more virtual cards from our distributors or dealers. Also, I want to mention about the material of the readers, which is polycarbonate copolymer UL94, which makes the readers indestructible. Let's say the readers with keypads are IK10, and the readers without keypads are IK11, which is very durable, which make them very durable for outside and inside or outdoor and indoor use. They're IP65, or we can provide also IP67 from our factory. They're also, like I said, with keypad, only RFID readers, and we have matching exit buttons to match the design, let's say for Mullion reader or with RFID reader and QR code. So basically, that's it for our short presentation. If you have some questions, you can ask. Thank you.
Maybe to tell us more about security features that your upgrades have.
Security features, the readers are provided with encrypted communication, which cannot be percepted, and they are provided with OSDP and CCCP protocol, the newest protocol on the market, which are very secure and very widely used latest, let's say, decent past year. Also, I want to mention one more product which I forgot. That is our X-Secure card. They are based on the MIFARE Desfire EV3 cards, and every card is with different encryption. So the encryption knows only the card and the reader. And if somebody managed to decrypt one card, which is not possible, it's tested in Europe, America, and Asia. The second card is different, the next card is different, and like I said, every card has a different encryption, which cannot be copied and after that used.
Okay. Thank you so much for this presentation, Angel.
Thank you.
It was a very productive period of time you have behind you. We wish all the luck and many good products ahead. Now we
Thank
move to FLIR and Pierpaolo Piracci. So we talk about thermal technology now, and almighty thermal technology. Since we know it's not almighty, can you tell us something about the limitations and real limitation practitioners should be aware of that this technology is struggling with in this era, please? No, you're mute, please. It should be okay now. It's frozen.
It's just a limitation.
So, uh, Pier Paolo, are you there? I think we lost him. So maybe to wait for a few seconds. Yes, he's back. Pier Paolo, we are back now.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. I was trying to a slide to just to introduce myself, but maybe the workload of the screen and network was too much. So, by the way, as a short introduction, I am regional sales manager for Teledyne FLIR, FLIR Security Solutions business unit, and I manage the sales development and support in the southeastern Europe regions. Well, if you would like to talk about the questions, can you say it again? You were talking about
Yes,
what
so
are the limitations for of what?
where does thermal technology deliver results that traditional video analytics simply cannot
Yeah.
match,
Well,
and where does it
yes.
still has
Okay.
limitations in the
Okay.
practice?
Okay. Well, thermal imaging technology excels at the reliable detection. So it works in the total darkness, in the glare, in shadows, with light fog conditions, where visible analytics often fail. That makes it ideal for early perimeter and wide area detection, early fire detection. So the limitation is detail. Thermal will not give you any faces, colors, or identifiers. Extreme weather or thermal crossover could reduce contrast. Its strongest is a detection layer. So it's the strongest and most powerful detection layer, which complemented with visible cameras for alarm verification assessment, or complemented with radars, other technologies, makes the best.
When detection fails, which we know that frequently happens at the front end of security chain, where do you see the most consequential downstream damage? False alarms, missed events, or
Mhm, mhm,
uh,
mhm, mhm, mm.
operator
Yeah,
fatigue?
yeah. Well, operator fatigue is the most damaging. Repeated false or low confidence on alert conditions, condition operators to ignore alarms, and that's when the real incidents get missed. It's a very well-known rule of the 30%. If the false alarm rate is higher than 30%, operators will begin to ignore alarms. So once the trust in detection is lost, response times slow and the whole security chain weakens. So that's why a consistent low detection nuisance at the front end is absolutely critical. And here it comes our technology, so with the best thermal sensitivity and very, very high detection accuracy rate and very low force alarm rate.
Yes, the famous 30% rule. In redeployments, what are the most avoidable mistakes that bringing thermal systems into a broader security platform?
One of the biggest mistakes is in designing thermal like a visible camera. The mistake to misunderstanding the wrong field of view, wrong mounting height, or wrong expectations is one of the biggest mistakes. The second is deploying in isolation. So the thermal imaging works best when integrated with visible cameras, radars, and workflows. So when it's correctly positioned, tuned with the environment, integrated, performance issues almost always disappear. So my suggestion is to talk to the expert and make the best possible best practices design of a security system using thermal imaging cameras.
Okay, Pier Paolo, thank you. Thank you very much. We can move on since in the line is Nicola from Mercury Eye, and who's not here as far as I see. We can move on to Ultravision. Florin, Marika, can you hear us?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm here.
Yes. At what point does a complex integration stop being a technical challenge and becomes an organizational or even cultural one?
Thank you for your question. From the field I come in with my expertise in system integrations and mostly related to a SIM platform, I will approach my answer from this angle. So a complex integration stops being a purely technical challenge the moment the technology is ready to move forward, but the organization, the processes, people are not. In UpVision SIM projects, the shift happens sooner than most expected because the platform itself is designed to integrate almost anything, devices, protocols, subsystems, and third-party applications. The technical capability is rarely the limiting factor. When UpVision can integrate the system, but the teams behind those systems cannot align, the challenge has become an organizational or cultural. And here I will point a few major facts. Technology is ready, but the teams are not aligned because UpVision can integrate systems, but the stakeholders of those systems cannot agree on workflows, priorities, or responsibilities. Access, data, or ownership becomes the bottleneck. The resistance to expose APIs or to use standard protocols, sharing data or modifying legacy processes slow progress more than engineering work. The cross-department coordination usually overweights coding effort. Security, IT, operations, and facilities must align on standard governance and incident handling. Decision cycles are slower than development cycles because the approvals, the risk concerns, the unclear ownership insights delay integration more than technical complexity.
Can you come up with an anecdote from your career regarding of cultural, obstacles that you've facing in your career there?
The most common one is when you try to implement some workflows and need to change something in your organization and the way how the people are operating the systems. It's very, very often the resistance from them, and is always about how we've always done it. Leave me like that.
Do you think that obstacle is waning, going away with the new generations? That it's more related to the senior people?
It's about habits, it's about
Mhm.
training, and it's about culture. It has nothing to do with the age.
I see. So in multi-system deployments, what tends to break first? The technology, data, or the processes built around them?
Okay, in my past 12 years of experience deploying such as integrated systems, I may say that with UpVision SIM deployments, the first thing to break is almost never the technology. It's usually the data or the processes wrapped around it. Data break first because it least standardized. Because when we bring together multi-system environments, data is first friction point. Why? Because you may have inconsistent naming conventions, you can have different data models across vendors, you can have poor data hygiene in legacy systems, you have missing metadata requiring for unified workflows, and not at the end you have conflicting alarms semantics. So how the alarms are defined in between all the systems. Then the processes break next because integration expose gaps of the system, of the procedures, of personnel, or in between the teams which are managing the systems. So with my conclusion, technology rarely break first.
So, what is the single biggest difference between integration that hold hold up over time and those that quietly degrade?
Integrations that last are not the most complex. They they are the ones with clear ownership, clean data, and processes built to solve the problems. Subvision provides the stability, the organization provide the discipline. With this said, I can say that there are four main factors which can define this. First is a durable integrations that have clear ownership in between teams and processes. Um, you build a stable with well-governed data among the systems. It includes processes designed to evolve. So you need to update and to evolve in your standard operation procedures as soon as the technology evolve under you. And you need to avoid one-off custom logic. This it means that you need to maximize your efforts in choosing the right technology for your appropriate scope and to choose in between more standardized technology than proprietary technology.
Okay, now I was just informed by my colleagues here that Nicola canceled and he won't be able to make it to come to our program. So that means that we can now uh, proceed with our presentations with even more relaxed manner and have more time. But at this point, uh, we have only Synology left, and now we will have Synology starting their presentation. Kenan Serhatlic. Hi, Kenan. Just a few words about you at the very beginning.
Hi and good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for this opportunity to speak about a little bit of Synology, uh, data management, and hardware. My name is Kenan, and I work as a key account manager in Synology for Balkans region. Uh, a little bit about Synology. It's a like 25 years old company. Uh, Started as a software company, and now is focused on secure data management, scalable storage infrastructure, backup and disaster recovery solution, as well as intelligent surveillance systems that help organization manage and protect critical data across different environments. I'm really happy to be part of this panel and to exchange perspectives on how modern security technologies are evolving, becoming more connected, and increasingly dependent on reliable and resilient data infrastructure. Thank you.
Okay, Kenan, thank you
Yep.
for joining us. So the first question, when storage is treated as an afterthought rather than a core design decision, what are the first signs that a security system is heading toward a failure?
I think the first signs usually appear much earlier than people expect. It's rarely a complete outage at the beginning. Instead, you start seeing small operational problems. The video retrieval becomes slower. For example, recordings are occasionally missing, retention policies become inconsistent, or security teams struggle just to access footage quickly during any incident. And what is interesting today is that surveillance no longer exists in isolation. We now have AI analytics, thermal imaging, access control systems, and multiple intelligent devices, all generating continuous streams of critical data. So, if the storage layer isn't designed properly from the start, the entire security ecosystem begins to lose reliability. Because at the end of the day, surveillance is only as valuable as the data you can actually trust and recover when something happens. That's why companies like Synology are focusing on not only on storage capacity itself, but on building integrated surveillance and data protection platforms that ensures footage remains available, remains protected, and easy to manage across the entire environment. As today, storage is no longer just backend infrastructure, it has become a core part of security resilience. Right.
I see. So, how does storage architecture affect not just reliability, but the overall resilience of a disturbed or multi-site security environment?
Yeah, in distributed environments, storage architecture really becomes the foundation of operational resiliency. Once organization operate across multiple sites, remote locations, and different security systems, the challenge is no longer simply to record, for example, video. The challenge becomes maintaining visibility and continuity, even if a site loses connectivity, hardware fails, or a cyber incident occur. And because modern security environments combine surveillance, AI analytics, thermal imaging, and access control system, the amount of operational critical data increase dramatically. That's why modern storage architecture has to support edge recording, to have a centralized management, cross-site replication, and secure backup strategies. You want every location to continue operating independently if it's necessary, while still remaining centralized oversight and fast access to trusted footage. I also think that cybersecurity has become a major part of the surveillance conversation. Security footage itself has become sensitive and valuable operational data. So features like immutable snapshots, access control, and rapid recovery are now just as important as performance or capacity. In this is technology become very valuable because they bring together surveillance, storage, backup, and also centralized management into a unified platform. And also in the complex multi-site environments, simplifying infrastructure usually improve resilience as well. At the end of the day, resilient environment, resilient surveillance means more than keeping cameras online. It means ensuring that trusted data remains continuously available and protected, even during failures or cyber attacks.
Okay, so we are all witness that security deployments scale across more and more sites and more data streams. What does modern storage need to do that legacy approaches simply were not built for?
I think legacy storage systems were designed for a very different world, mostly centralized infrastructure with relatively predictable workloads. Modern security environments are far more dynamic, and today we are dealing with thousands of simultaneous video streams, AI-driven analytics, thermal imaging data, access control events, remote locations, and increasingly strict retention and compliance requirements. Because of that, storage today needs to do much more than just simply store recordings. It has to scale easily as surveillance deployments grow, support intelligent analytics workloads, maintain fast retrieval speeds, and still provide strong cyber resilience. At the same time, organizations want simpler operations. They no longer want separate system for surveillance, storage, backup, disaster recovery, data protection. They want everything together. And I think that's exactly where the industry is evolving. Platforms like Synology are moving toward the unified ecosystems where surveillance, management, scalable storage, backup, and cyber protection work together in a much more integrated way. So, in many ways, modern surveillance is redefining the role of storage itself. Storage is no longer just a passive infrastructure. It's sitting behind cameras. It's becoming an active and strategic layer of the overall cyber security architecture. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenan. So I'm just going through the comments, but many comments and greetings all over the region, I guess, even broader, but no questions as I see from here. Since Nicola hasn't appeared and we hadn't touched the artificial intelligence aspect of the modern cyber of modern physical security industry. Maybe you could, any one of you, give some approaches about what your particular industry and your company is dealing and how this AI storm is affecting you. And you give your contribution to the discussion before we give you for the final statements the microphone, please.
I will go first. Yeah. As for Synology, AI now become part of every portfolio, every piece of portfolio what we have in Synology. So you can see AI involved in surveillance, like detections, different kind of detections, like face recognition, number plate recognitions, etc. And also you have in a Synology portfolio, for example, Office Suite, where you can use AI for reading your emails or writing your emails or or just managing your whole office in one storage. Also in storage solutions and backup solutions, we also start using AI for some, for example, data deduplication, etc. So AI is involved very much, and right now on Synology, storages is about 400 data, uh, exabytes of data. So imagine that 1 exabyte data, you can have 24 hours of 4K videos, and you can watch this like 2,700 years in just 1 exabyte. So imagine how much data there is, and AI helps a lot in management of all of that.
Thank you, Kenan. Any other comment on the topic?
We don't use AI for now. Let's say maybe in future in the new device that still we develop, but not at the moment.
So you are testing all other industries testing. So
Yes,
after
let's
they
say
all test, you will come to the.
let's say we use AI when we integrate cameras in our system through our software, but directly we don't use still AI. Like I said, in our new device, we will use, but still in development. I can't say anymore for that.
Well, you might, the audience might know that we introduced the dense neural network and convolutional neural networks embedded in our edge devices. We started in 2023, in quarter 3, 2023. With the FCAI cameras, and then we expanded this to the FHIDs and so on. So yes, we are making a good, big effort in developing and strengthening the analytics capabilities of classification of different kinds of intrusion, not just the standard or very common walkers, intruders, or just vehicles, but even more. So raising the bar of the intrusion detection classification, different of intrusions. I hope this helps answering the question.
Sure. So since we are moving to the last portion of this webinar, I would ask from the same order from Engel just to give his final remarks on the and impressions on what we had heard today here. Please, Engel.
Thank you. It was a very nice organized panel. We learned and heard very useful things. Thanks to all our audience. That will be it for today.
Okay, thank you, Engel. Pier Paolo, your final remarks.
Because I was the last speaking before Engel, I wanted to give some stage to Florin. So I believe it's fair to give the stage to Florin and then Karen and then myself.
Okay, Florin,
I appreciate Pier Paolo. The most important thing for us is that we need to understand how to contribute to education and to bring novelties and technology once together to understand better the direction, the trends in the modern security, measures and also to help people to understand what is the role of an integrated security and how this can protect us, our assets, and safeguard our future. Nowadays, we face a lot of challenges from the political environment to economical environment, human resources environment. So everything has a contribution in our growth or in our good wealth. Therefore, I will conclude here that the modern infrastructure should be adapted every day to your needs, to the threats, and the challenges we have internally.
Great remarks, Florian. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, um, Kenan, can we have
Um,
you?
yes, as a synology, we think the key takeaway is that modern security is no longer only about camera, sensor, or detection technologies. It's increasingly about data and how that data is captured, protected, managed, and made available when it matters the most. Whether we are talking about AI analytics or thermal imaging or access controls or surveillance systems, all of these technologies depend on resilient and intelligent storage infrastructure behind them. And that's why storage is no longer just an IT component in the background. It become a strategic part of the overall security architecture and a critical factor in operational resilience. That will be like a short.
Okay, that's great. And so, Pier Paolo,
Yes,
and
yes. Well,
your yes.
something that is crucial, in my opinion, is a deeper knowledge. So the knowledge of the technology, the experience, and best practices. So one of my goals around the region is to enhance and improve the knowledge to take the best from the technology that we develop and design and distribute around the world for security applications. So I think that knowledge and skills are something that we need to pursue with this kind of webinars or presentations and workshops around the region. So that's it.
Thank you very much. So I was very struck what Florid mentioned that about the impact on education and how we can save our future. I also think as a journalist that that's one of the biggest challenges. We in journalism we're also facing challenges in terms of human resources and how to attract young people to be investigative journalism. And so it must be also the similar situation with you as we see as the technology is progressing, but how to cope it, how to fight it, and rise the awareness in schools, not just among uh, students, but also education endeavoring people. I think it will be the one of the biggest challenges waiting us ahead. Since we don't have questions here, a part of all greetings, I would like to conclude this session, uh, to invite you to visit our Adria Security Summit in Zagreb in October, and following that, we have the inaugurating Bulgarian Security Summit in Sofia. So, would appreciate you coming there. I think you will be there. And just to also mention that this recording will be available on the LinkedIn platform and on the INS Adria YouTube channel. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your time, for exchanging your
Thank you.
experiences and
Thank
knowledge.
you.
this is how we will move on, progress. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you
good
all.
day.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.